Graph the absolute value function y equals absolute value of x minus 4 plus 1. So the first thing we want to determine is what is the vertex of this function? What is the lowest point of this function? Because that will tell us where is the boundary line of the absolute value. We already know that an absolute value function looks something like this. So we want to find that lowest vertex point, and then we can graph what this would look like in the direction to the right of the vertex, and then mirror that part to the left of the vertex. So the vertex will be the lowest point of this graph, of this absolute value function. Where will that happen? Let's take a look at this part of our graph. We know an absolute value function is a function that always has positive values to it, or the part that is an absolute value in here will always be positive. So the lowest point of that function would have to be when it equals 0, or the lowest part of this will have to be when it equals 0. And so where would this part of the absolute value function equal 0? It would equal 0 when x equals 4, because 4 minus 4 would equal 0, and that would be the lowest part of the function. What is y equal to when this equals 4? When x equals 4, y is equal to 1, because if you plug in 4 for x, 4 minus 4 plus 1, that's the absolute value of 0 plus 1, which is just 0 plus 1, so y equals 1. So our vertex will happen at x equals 4, y equals 1, and we can plot our vertex point over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1, and that's also going to be the boundary line. To the left of our vertex, we'll have a descending linear function, and to the right of the vertex we'll have an ascending linear function. What does this function look like for x values that are greater than 4 to the right? Well, it's just going to be all of those values will be positive, so we can just look at what that function would be without the absolute value signs. It would be x minus 4 plus 1, which equals x minus 3. And if we were to graph the line for x minus 3 just above the value of x equals 4, it looks like this. And to the left, our function is just going to mirror what is on the right of the vertex, or the boundary line. So our absolute value function of y equals absolute value of x minus 4 plus 1 looks something like this. Remember, identify the vertex first, see what the function looks like to the right of the vertex, to the right of the boundary line, and mirror that to the left of the boundary line.